What is up, cool kids? I'm Cool Trainer Gavin, and I know I said this episode would be up on Tuesday, this Choose My Starter episode of the Pokemon Platinum Zanglocke, but I decided to bring episode 1 coming your way today for a couple of reasons, not the least of which is that some people don't know how to follow directions. And there was something that I wanted to address before I got started, because I didn't really know how to handle it, and then eventually I was just like, screw it. Nope, come on. I'm not clicking the frame, that's fine. But there were a couple problems. But if you want to hear about them, smash that thumbs up down below, and also feel free to check out the merch. Link will be down in the description, as always. But I feel like it's super fitting for this lock because it's Let Loose the Goose, and this is a Zangoose solo run Let's Play, which is the thing that I think a lot of people didn't understand. Because I received a lot of eggs, and I'm thrilled with the support. However, this is, like I said, this is a Zangoose only playthrough, and while they were good sets, they were not Zangoose. And it seemed like some people also didn't understand that this is like a Hackmon egg lock, where any Pokemon can have any move. Like it's not restricted, or ability, it's not restricted to what that Pokemon actually has. Because, like I said, they were good sets, but they were not Zangoose and they were not Hackmons. So, what I decided to do was I just said, screw it. I'm just going to take the sets as is. I'm just going to change them to Zangoose, which is exactly what I did. So if you have a problem with that, and I'm sorry, that's just, I made the executive decision. Hate me, love me, it's whatever. This episode's coming your way 3 days early, so congrats. But, I've already gone through all the introduction shenanigans. So sorry to get that out of the way first. If this is your first new Let's Play on the series, thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining the cool kids on this journey. This is the first Let's Play where I'm going to be playing with my channel mascot, Zangoose. With that, let's go ahead and pick our fake starter. So everything in this Nuzlocke, first, let's go over Nuzlocke rules, because there are still, in 2018, some people who do not know what a Nuzlocke is. First rule, you can only catch one Pokemon in each route, / area, / town, whatever, and that's it. If you fail to catch that Pokemon, you do not get a Pokemon there. Second, if a Pokemon dies, it is considered, or faints, it is considered dead, and you have to either release it or put it in your box permanently. Now, for me, I like to, at the end of the lock, go and reminisce through what we call the RIP Squad here, which is basically our dead box. We do put them in the PC instead of releasing them. And third, you have to nickname every Pokemon. Luckily, every Pokemon was nicknamed, so thank you guys so much for the support on this series. I really do appreciate it. And feel free to keep sending eggs, because I will keep throwing them in as the series goes on. The more the merrier, I say. So these are not really important. What's going to be really important... Oh, we have a Nidoran male. What's going to be really important is the 3 eggs that we hatch in about 5 to 6 minutes, because that's about how long this is going to take. So, yeah, if this is your first Let's Play on the channel, sorry, I'm really scatterbrained today. I've not had my coffee yet, and that makes me sad. But my name is Gavin, and welcome to the Cool Kids table. I do Pokemon primarily Let's Plays. I'm pretty PG, if that's not what you're looking for. There are a lot of other people on this format who I'm sure can accommodate you with that. But for Pokemon Platinum, we tried a randomizer Nuzlocke of it probably 6 months ago, and we failed during the second gym battle because we were a little bit underleveled, which I was pretty fine with until the gym leader had a Kyogre and got the Ancient Power boost twice. So I'm looking for a little bit of redemption here. So we have a rival Wally. I always name him Wally in Gen 4 just because it just seems like a name that fits. Then I choose you, I'm picking this one. He also talks very fast. Very well. Both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Now, listen well. The Pokemon you have been entrusted with are unfamiliar with the world. In that regard, they're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you'll do well together. If you have any trouble, come see me in my lab in Zanglocke. And now we'll be on our way. Professor, wait for me, please. I'm sorry, please let me pass. That's so, like, they didn't need to code that in. That's useless. How do you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary. Gavin, we both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? Sure. I've always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Gavin, I challenge you to a Pokemon battle. So, like I said, I'm not mad about the eggs. I'm really just thrilled about all the support as we face Fisher Wally with our Magnemite. So we are level 5. Payback and Heart Attack. Well, I'm glad that we can actually hit this thing, because that would have made me real sad if we did not have... I am a Magnemite! This should kill, though. Frostlass's defense is trash. Okay, well, I guess we lose this first battle, unfortunately. As you go with attack order, we might live that. Actually, we didn't live the Wood Hammer, so never mind. Okay, so luckily the Nuzlocke does not start until you get Pokeballs. Unfortunately, we lose that money. It's only 40 bucks, but still. I won? I won! But that battle, it could have gone either way. It was that close. I can tell you one thing, battling is awesomely fun. Okay, let's go home. I'm beat after that battle, my Pokemon needs rest too. See you, Gavin. So if you have never played 4th Gen, your rival is like basically a meth addict. Like, he is so like, probably not meth, maybe like cocaine. Because he's all over the freaking place. What's the matter, dear? Wow, that happened to you? You and Wally are lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if you didn't. I wouldn't like to think what the wild Pokemon might have done to you two. Imagine a world where you literally cannot leave your town without protection. By superpowered animals / machines. Like, that's kind of wild. Gavin, go see Professor Rowan and thank him properly for your Pokemon. His lab is in Sanjum Town, isn't it? Now that you have your own Pokemon, the tall grass won't be so threatening. Oh, I know. Gavin, put these on. Received the running shoes. Thanks, Mom. At least it's not like 3rd Gen, where you have to do, like, probably like 20 minutes of playtime before you get the running shoes. We know how to run, Mom. Thank you. Well, isn't that just nifty? Thanks. Alright, so I believe we run into... Yeah, we run into Wally. Again. Too slow. Gavin, I'm sick of waiting. I'm going to see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. So I had this great idea. Listen up, okay? I know that... You know the lake where we always play at? You know they say legendary Pokemon lives there. You guessed it. Let's catch that Pokemon. We'll make Professor Rowan happy. I'm sure of it. You and me together. We got nothing to fear. Alright, fam. I've always wondered, what is this on this tree right here? Like, these trees have this, like, lighter stuff on them? Is it sand? Is that what this stuff on the ground is as well? I've always been curious. If you know, let me know. Alright, we're at the lake. Get ready, because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one, it's here. It even says so on the sign. It does? I'll have to check that out. I've never checked that out before. What's going on? Serious space. The flow of time. The expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep while you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Allow me to pass. Step aside. Sketchy. What's that about? Weird guy. Okay, Gavin, let's catch that legendary Pokemon. Did you hear that, Gavin? That was the legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be it. Okay, this is our chance. Let's catch it. Wait. What? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K accent-E balls. If we don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon or take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan would give us some if we asked him? You know, remember what he said, don't you? He said visit him at his lab if we need anything. Okay, Evan, I'll race you. First one to the professor's lab in Sanjum Town rules. Alright, I'm going to check out this sign. Lake Verity ahead. According to legend, this lake is home to the Pokemon set. Wow, sorry. I'm a little bit dyslexic, which is why I'm shocked that I've been able to read Wally's text that fast. Because of this, it is because of this Pokemon that people can experience sorrow and joy. Lit. So since we do not have Pokeballs yet, these encounters do not count, but it is not a bad idea to fight some of them just because our Pokemon, when we hatch it, obviously is at level 1. But we get to level it up to the level of this Pokemon that we substituted out for. So that is how an Egglocke works. Basically, you catch a wild Pokemon, and maybe Horn Attack. You catch a wild Pokemon, and then you substitute the Pokemon out for the egg. Because that's just how an Egglocke works. And then, because you hatch at level 1, you use rare candies, which we have 995 of, to level it up to the level that the Pokemon you substituted it for is at. So let's talk to this man because he gives us a potion. Thank you. You know, let's check out this Magnemite real quick, like, just because we can. Gentle nature, stench. Interesting. I would not think a floating ball of, you know, metal could smell. Interesting. So I'll probably just want to get up to level 6. Shiftery. Cross poison. Ooh. So as I discovered while I was testing this game, just to make sure the eggs and everything worked fine, unfortunately, Platinum seems to be kind of bad for Egglocks because I tried to fix it, but there doesn't seem to be a way to fix it. Apparently, when you hatch an egg in Pokemon Platinum, the ability goes to what it should be. So, when I hatched a bunch of eggs, they had the ability that Zangoose had randomized to. I ended up re-randomizing it to see if maybe something happened with that, and it actually, funnily enough, was Stench that Zangoose had before. I don't know what it has now, but... So the way this is going to work with that is that I'm going to have to... I'm going to try to hatch eggs toward the end of episodes, so that in between episodes I can, generate in the Zangoose with the correct ability. So did I? Oh, I did just get to level 6, so we can continue. Sandstream Beedrill. Interesting. With Dragon Breath. See, this is what's fun about, Hackmons, is that you can just get random stuff like Dive Magnemite and Dragon Breath Beedrill. I've always thought it was weird that Sandstream doesn't protect you from being hit by Sandstorm, because Sand Veil does. Because Cacnea, Cacnea and Cacturn get Sand Veil, but they're not, Ground, Rock, or Steel types, and yet they still don't get hit by, well, we're only, one battle away, so we might as well do it. They don't get hit by Sandstorm. But yeah, Beedrill does, because it has Sandstream. Beautifly. So right here, this is all just kind of filler. Just because I would like to start out at level 7. We do have a little bit of text to go through with the professor first, with him giving us the Pokédex still. So it's going to be question of the day. What is your favorite Pokemon? Mine clearly is Zangoose, which is why we're doing this Let's Play in the first place. So what is your favorite Pokemon? Okay, cool. Well, this music is so soothing. Oh, there you are. Please come with me. The professor is waiting. This is it, our Pokemon research lab. Let's go. What the? Oh, it's you, Gavin. That old guy. He's not scary so much as he is totally out there. Oh, it doesn't matter, Gavin. I'm out of here. See you later. Peace. Wow, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. As he just left the door open. Was he raised in a barn? What is wrong with him? Oh, the tiles in here give me anxiety because they're not perfectly straight. Gavin, was it? Let's have a look at that Pokemon. Well, you've made your Pokemon evolve already, which I'm guessing is just a way for them to code in that you don't have the Piplup that I actually chose. Entrusting you with Mad Magnemite was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a nickname? We won't be nicknaming these Pokemon because they don't matter. When I first saw you two about to step into the tall grass without Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astounded by these foolhardy children, but now you've astounded me in an entirely different way. Already, there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. Too bad it's just going to end up in the box for the rest of its life. I feel privileged to have met you. I'm sure Magnemite feels the same way about you while he is about to spend the rest of his entire life in the PC. That's why I'll ask you to cherish that Magnemite of yours. I'm so glad you're kind toward Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to... Oh, I just can't say it. Let's move on to the main topic. There's something that I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know, is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kind of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? Really just one Pokemon, if I'm being honest. Good answer. Gavin, obtain the Pokédex. Excellent. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Gavin, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got one too. That was unnecessary. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, how did it feel? I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with Pokemon. Excuse me. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in the world. That means there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go. Gavin, your grand adventure begins now. The Pokemon that I met for the first time was a Chimchar. If you would have chosen Chimchar on Route 201, we'd have the same Pokemon now. That's so false. Because then, if I chose Chimchar, she would have said Turtwig. Not that it matters, but... Anyway, I'm Dawn. I also helped the professor add pages to the Pokédex, so in a sense, I'm just like you. I just got a little bit of a head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. I'm glad to meet you, Gavin. Can I leave now? Cool. It's time to hatch some eggs and get some starter. Oh, Gavin! I have something good here. You should take this as well. Obtain TM27. TMs are randomized, so that could be literally anything. That's the technical machine. That one contains the move Return. Using a technical machine, or TM for short, teaches a move instantly to a Pokemon. Bear in mind, however, that a TM is single use only. The move Return gains power the more friendly your Pokemon is with you. It's up to you, of course, if you want to use that TM or not. I'll send you off with a wish that your journey will be fun. Thanks, man. Oh wow, I didn't know the professor had TMs. He never gave me one. What makes you so special? I'm super jealous. Was he a trainer when he was young? Okay, Gavin, I'll act as your mentor. Okay, he's just going to tell us about the PC, or like the Pokemon Center and the Mart, which I don't... I am a Pokemon master. I don't need to know these things. Dawn, get out of my face. Okay, thank you. So, let's get to hatching some eggs. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to hatch the first 3 eggs, just, you know, eggs 1, 2, and 3 in box 1. And we are going to take votes based on what you guys would like us to do. So we have eggs named No Touchy, Darkness, and Bolt. Let's see, do they have items? EXP share, Leftovers, and Bright Powder. Ooh. Now I think I have to take those items first. Let's do that now. I can't. Okay, I have to do it like this. Okay, so I'll just have to keep track of what Pokemon was holding what item for me to, like, gen it to myself, I guess. So let's check them out. So, notepad. I don't have a notepad. Do I have a sticky notepad? Yes. So this is mostly how I'll be keeping my sanity. Little armpit hair there. During this LP. I'm going to have to be keeping pretty good notes. So, step 1. So I think the first one was nicknamed Bolt. So Bolt had EXP share. So I'm assuming that it's this one. So I'll name you B-O-L-T. Let's see, did the ability work correctly? I'm going to guess no. But it's a jolly nature, which is nice. Had a fateful encounter at level 0. Interesting. So Crunch, Discharge, Fire Fang, and Ice Fang. That's not bad. That's not too bad. And it was holding the experience share, which is pretty nice. So then we have Darkness, which was holding Leftovers. Will it not let me go to them? Oh, there we go. Yes, Leftovers. And then there was No Tachi. Which was holding the Bright Powder. Alright, so let's hatch these ones. So this one should be Darkness. So D A R K N E S S. And we'll check these two out just afterward. I just wanted to see if it had the right ability or not. And this one is No Touchy. Okay, so let's check these two out. With Bold Nature, still with Marble Scale, with Nightmare, Dark Void, Dream Eater, and Block. Ooh. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that this was probably Bad Dreams, because I'm guessing that this one just put people to sleep, and then just rack up sleep damage between Nightmare, Bad Dreams, and Dream Eater. and block so they can't switch out. That's a really cool set. With leftovers, that's a really cool set. So thank you very much for whoever submitted that one. Then we have No Touchy, which was holding the, this one was Jolly Nature as well, holding the Bright Powder. With Sandstorm, Double Team, Flash, and Slash. Because that's Sandstorm, I'm gonna guess, and Bright Powder, I'm gonna guess that this was probably Sand Veil to raise evasion. So this one's basically just dodging everything. So we have Sand Veil, Sandstorm, dodging. We have Sleep Everything and rack up sleep damage. Or we have EXP Share, just full offensive. So the choice is now yours, where we go from here. So we have Bolt, Darkness, and No Touchy. Drop your your suggestion, your vote down below. We will be picking this back up on Tuesday. Like I said, feel free to send in more eggs. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through all this off screen again, aren't I? That's whatever. Feel free to send in more eggs. I will be taking them probably up until the 6th gym. Worst case scenario, I'll just make some more myself. That's what I did with a bunch of them. None of these ones were mine. Which is good. I'm glad to see support for the series. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at CoolTrainerGav. And until next time, smile later.